and we ain't never got to box again. Well, well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, you know the deal. We back again. Yo. A round of applause for Jersey's finest. A lot of content creators not worthy, but they minus. They get offended and start singing like the whiners. Talking like they tough, but it's only screaming and whining. My homie JusDueBoxing is the cat you don't come to. Your squad get run through. By the time you come to, you duck food. You suckers talk tough on the internet, revealing all your threats. Now we got you trapped in the net. JusDueBoxing be on this grind, y'all better hustle up. You deadlifted 90 pounds, we doing muscle ups. There's really no comparison. His voice sound like a derringer. Throwing a towel, it's just embarrassing. My dog Just very philosophical and psychological, and he mixed it all with good boxing news. These YouTubers feel like Bishop, I guess they got the juice, but it's lonely at the top to Just to feel like child abuse. Be respectful, he don't wanna talk wild and loose. If you can't relate, you get dismissed like a mild dispute. These weird cats would tell lies, then they hide the truth. Why beyond views? You lose your life when you collide with dude. It's JusDueBoxing. All you cowards quit jocking. Kirk is official with no other options. Yeah, yo. You know the deal. Judah Ben, we in the spot. JusDueBoxing, yeah. And of course, shout out to Mrs. Do, holding the whole family down. Word 'em up, word 'em up.
What's good? What's good with the family, man? Good Sunday. Good Sunday to the fam. How y'all feeling? Back on this grind again. Back to have a boxing conversation. We back to get boxing is just due. One more again. Y'all catch this on the playback. Y'all smash the like button. Sub to the channel. Drop a comment as y'all been doing lately. I know this is, man, that Eddie Reynoso video got these people hot, man. Man, Eddie Reynoso, man, come out and make these comments, these people sensitive. Let me say what's up to the fam before we get started. Guys, what's good, family? How you feeling, my bro? Skills, Mr. New Orleans in the flesh. What's good, Brody? D Free, what's good, my bro? How you feeling? What's good? Would appreciate you guys. Miss Joette, salute to the queen. How you feeling today? Bruce Gas, salute to you, OG. How you feeling? Cecil, what's good with it, my bro? Zach B, what's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? Cuzzo, Ashley's Corner, what's good, Cuzzo? How you feeling, man? Salute to the fam. Y'all punch the like button one time for your boy. One time for your boy. Miss JusDueBoxing, my baby girl. Salute to the queen. How you feeling today? Appreciate you stopping through as always. As always. How y'all feeling, man? Did y'all enjoy the return of the face of boxing yesterday? You know what I'm saying? Did y'all have fun? Did y'all enjoy? Zach, what's good with it, my bro? Zach B, what's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? Flawless Metallic, Dr. Mark, how you feeling today? Appreciate you stopping through. Salute to the OG. Salute to Bruce, guys. Dub, right side, what's good, family? How you feeling? Did y'all enjoy the face of boxing, the return of the face of boxing last night? Did y'all enjoy it? You know, was it everything y'all expected and then some? You know? Salute to my Brody, man. Skills, what's good with it, Skills? Roja, what's good with it? Canelo was the toe of boxing, man. So check it, man. That Eddie Reynoso live that I did yesterday, that junk going off right now, man. They in the comments, they going crazy. I want some of them same people to pop up over here. They got mad comments, man. I want to see where they at. They talk. They doing a lot of talking. I watch Canelo. I always want that time back. Hey, look, man, we gonna be brutally honest today. I'm just due, so that's a given. It's a given for me. It goes without saying for me to give a fighter they just due. So let me start by saying, Canelo returned last night, against John Ryder, a guy with 5 losses. 4 of those 5 losses was to guys that he beat up. You get what I'm saying? Edgar Chavez, what's good with him, my bro? Jersey in the building. How you feeling, bro? Yeah, man. So these guys, he fought a John Ryder who was 32-5 with 18 knockouts. But guess this though. He was knocked out back in 2015 against Nick Blackwell, one of those British fighters that is supposed to be nowhere near the level of Canelo Alvarez. Now, I try not to do no triangle theories, right, y'all? But it's levels in boxing, we always say, right? We always say it's levels. I'm trying to understand why he couldn't have did more with John Ryder. I'm sorry, I just wasn't overly impressed, man. I'm not. Again, when people calling him King Nello and the face is returning and Tank ain't this and Tank ain't that, he ain't the face of boxing, he ain't this, he got to do more. Y'all got a lot of nerve, bro. Bro ass, man. They had to give out tickets. You get what I'm saying? They gave out thousands of tickets, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, for real, bro. They crazy. They keep talking about Floyd ran. He's a runner. You know what I mean? Reynoso, see how Reynoso poisoned the boxing world? And do you see how he singled out black fighters? And then they think it's us playing the race card. It's Eddie Reynoso, bro. It's Eddie Reynoso. He's a clown for that comment, for them comments he made. I'm still going to call that, bro. He's a sucker. Like, anybody supporting that type of ignorance is foolish. That's like saying all Mexican fighters, all they do is just come forward and throw punches. That would be a lie too. You get what I'm saying? That would also be a lie. But you don't hear us. You don't hear our trainers slighting, you know what I mean? Singling out groups of fighters and slighting them, bro. Just give credit where it's due. Every time he get his ass beat by one of these quote unquote runners, he complained. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired of bro. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of the narrative in boxing that people run. I'm not trying to hear that. Like a dude to say somebody ran, but they'd come out to fight with they face all types of beat up talking about he ran the whole night. This is what Teofimo said about Sandor Martin. Then he was in there getting dropped and all types of stuff, man. Tio and Reynoso come crazy with these comments and the good people respond how we supposed to. And you got a problem with it? I got a problem with people just placing, putting false narratives out there and placing tags on fighters that don't belong. I don't want to hear no Floyd ran nothing. He didn't run nothing. He beat the hell out of Canelo, man. I said this yesterday. He beat his ass, man. I'm not trying to hear it. Shakur Stevenson beat the hell out of Oscar Valdez. Ain't nobody run nowhere. It was running right into punches all night, bro. So close together. Facts, dub. Facts, man. I'm telling you, man. People intent. They real colors starting to show, man. People real colors are starting to show, man. Trainer Joe Diaz feels the same way Eddie does. Similar things for years about black fighters. He's a goof too, Ash. He's another one. He's another goofy, man. He's another goofy. But I know one thing. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If y'all trying to tell me what we seen last night is the face of boxing type performance, then you BSing. You lying to yourself, bro. You lying. That fight was very lackluster. Outside of the knockdown, it was lackluster. I don't care how much he busted his nose up. I don't care how much his nose was bleeding. Canelo nose was fat as hell too, if y'all ain't catch it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give him his just due. He went out there, he won, but it was an expected win. The question for me was, how was he going to win? Now, it was dominant, but that dude, come on, man. Come on, man. He ain't really had nothing to offer. He ain't had nothing to offer. You talking about a tough opponent, man. Get out of here. That's a tough opponent, man, because you ain't knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Old in boxing terms, Krypton was good with it. Krypton was good with it, fam. Yeah, he is old in boxing terms. Fact, 15 years. He's been pro since he was 15 years old, man. 60 plus fights. And again, bro, it's naturally like what you saying. When you see how you able to come in here and put that in perspective, and there's no hate to Canelo when you say that, bro. It's over 65. I always say this to people, yo. It's okay to slow down. He's not invincible. But the people just can't accept the fact that the dude did a lot of fighting. He did a ton of fighting, bro. Canelo did a ton of fighting. Everybody smash that like button for you, bro. Let's work. Sub to the channel if you new. Share the lives if you on other social media platforms, man. Let's keep cooking, man. Let's keep rolling. Mike Biggs boxing, my bro. What's good with it? What's good with it? Yeah, and again, it's like, why the hate, bro? Never looked at Eddie as a top tier trainer, God's self, and he's not, bro. Salute to my bro, God's self. Appreciate you stopping through. Ghost was good with it. Mishandra would have schooled him. Hey, man, talk about it. Canelo high guard is getting suspect dub. Is he lazy or what, bro? Is he lazy or what? Y'all talking about it's crazy, right? Because on one end, they could say, well, you know why? Dude always asks for the big, the runners always ask for the bigger rings. So what do the guys that ask for the smaller rings? They warriors. The guys that's on their way to CTE and brain damage. Those the warriors, right? The guys that understand the sweet science and know how to display it on a high level and understand that it's hit and not get hit, and ain't nothing cool about taking punishment. And the less punishment you take, the longer you last. Those are not warriors, right? Those are not warriors, because a dude don't want to stand right in front of somebody to see who could beat who on a race to CTE or brain damage first. They not warriors. That's nonsense, man. That's an ignorant statement, yo. It's an ignorant statement, dudes. Man, if I'm in there with a guy that I know hits harder than me, why does it suit me to stand right in front of this guy and let him tee off on me to prove that I'm a warrior? It's not about proving that you're a warrior. You're a warrior stepping in between that square circle, getting between them ropes, bro. You're a warrior in and of itself. Everybody got a different style. All this running, knock it off. Whatever happened to cutting off the ring, bro, intelligently? Whatever happened to that? So that don't exist. That's not a skill. Cut the ring off. I'm not trying to hear nobody ran. I ain't seeing nobody physically run. I'm just seeing dudes with bad feet and can't do well if a guy ain't standing right in front of them. If they can't plant their feet and tee off, they're no good, or they're very one-dimensional or lackluster. Knock it off. It's very irresponsible, bro. It's not running, man. People that say they understand ring general shit but still call it running. Make that make sense. How do you understand it if you framing it as running? Man, point me to the fights where these dudes be running, bro. I just want to see it. I want to find out, bro. I want to find out, where's these fights at? Where's these fights at that I need to keep seeing that these dudes ran? Yo, I'm telling you, I don't care how long you've been watching boxing. I don't care how many times you watched the fight. If you're trying to tell me Floyd Mayweather Jr. ran from Canelo Alvarez, that is a poor assessment and it is a very inaccurate one. Get out your feelings, bro. He beat that man up in the pocket, bro. If y'all telling me that the guy we just seen last night is not a guy on a decline, you are in denial, bro. Visibly declined like the last two GG fights. Beevil did more damage than people will ever really understand. That's a fact, Ghost. It did. Beat all of them. So I laugh and understand the hate. I don't agree, but I understand he simply can't win. It's called being salty. You dig what I'm saying, bro, Zach? Eric Black, what's good with it? E, how you feeling, my bro? Much love to you. Appreciate you stopping through. Eddie Reynoso and Freddie Roach, the same forgeries. They only get talked about because of one fighter. Exactly. And then you notice they got the most to say about everybody else, but you got one fighter that you hanging on by a thread. Manny Pacquiao went, so did Freddie Roach. And people talking about him. When Canelo go and he's going right in front of us, Eddie Reynoso, you going to be irrelevant. You need to figure out why all them dudes in your camp was popping dirty. That's what you need to figure out, bro. Facts goes into the second Beaver fight like that. Yo, he getting, yo, dub. He gonna get beat up, yo. That guy right there gets beat up by Beaver. You can't tell me what you seen just last night is a guarantee that he'll beat any of these guys. Benavidez, man, I'm back feeling different. I'm feeling like he definitely won't beat Benavidez now, y'all. We definitely ain't seeing that. Oh, you can get that out of our mind. You can get that. Man, he ain't fighting no David Benavidez, bro. Hell no. Hell no. He's very lazy in there, man. Dude, lazy, bro. 88 Sports Talk, what's good, family? How you feeling? In fact, that Knight Rider made it past 8. Bro, Morrell, Benavidez, and plan would have stopped this dude. 100%, I think they would have. I think Benavidez and Morrell 100% stops John Ryder, y'all. Respectfully, 100%, I think David Benavidez and David Morrell both stopped John Ryder, because David Morrell would have been throwing punches on so many different angles, man. He'd have been beating that boy up. He was there for the taking, bro. He was there for the taking. There for the taking, bro. Yeah, you speaking facts, Ghost. Speaking facts, yo. That wear and tear is a real deal, man. It's real, man. Beat up and saying, nah, he snuck me. Right, Zach. Right, bro. Right. Morrell, Benavidez, Beaver, better Beaver, all give Canelo trouble. Canelo fighting the IBF Mando next. I'm telling you, yo. He getting there with Dimitri Beaver. He got undeniable respect for this dude, yo. Yeah, something, Ghost. Lightning was good with it, fam. He said, I'm not sure what's good with it. So we not back on the Mayweather ran from Canelo. Yeah, man, they was in my comments. Look, I appreciate the views because they ran my video up like another 1K. You know what I'm saying? They ran my video up like another 1K. The one where I'm saying Eddie Reynoso said, you know, all we do is run and jab. They lighten that video up. They probably still comment on it right now, man. Benavidez is not the boxer Ryder is, yeah, but I think it's Canelo is not the boxer he once was. You get what I'm saying, Ghost? And he definitely have way more to offer offensively. He'll be actually going in there trying to hurt Canelo, Ghost. That's the problem. You can't tell me you really felt like, you know, John Ryder, or maybe I did. I didn't feel like John Ryder was coming in there trying to hurt this dude. I felt like he did well in the back end after getting dropped, though. Fate, my bro, what's good with it, Fate? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. Yeah, like I said, y'all just wanted to come here earlier than 4 o'clock because I know it's Sunday. So I wanted to come here, cook with y'all a little early, get this post-fight talk in, man. Chop it up with y'all on this good Sunday. Salute to the family, man. The head coach. Oh, man, feel better, Cuzzo. Feel better. My baby girl sick, too. Canelo's kind of punching mixed with that power in them uppercuts. But look, Ghost, ain't nothing you saying off base. You get what I'm saying, bro? Oh, you know me over here, like you talking with logic. I'm a rock with it. Ain't nothing you saying off base at all. Like I still see what you saying, the potential dangers, but I just think this dude is declined to the point where it's so obvious that I think Benavidez's style will cause him fits, and I think too much is weird because I think he would have to rely on certain shots working. Like, you get what I'm saying? He'd have to really rely on being able to hurt Benavidez when he land. And I'm just not sure his power. Like, look, John Ryder took everything. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's actually over 1,000 now, Ash. So I actually like that, man. I appreciate the engagement, man. I looked up this morning. It jumped up like 500 and something. And then, you know, right before I got here, I seen 1,000 and something extra. I'm like, damn, okay. Rock, salute to y'all. Yeah, they mad as hell. Hey, they mad. BBB type action would have been bored, just. Oh, yeah? Damn, man. It wasn't either. Man, that's crazy, right? It was just mad. It's the same, right? I'm telling you, the same method. He can't beat it. He can't beat it. As much as he slight that style, he just can't beat it. And I want people to be honest with themselves. Stop calling it running because your guy is going on the losing end of it, bro. I'm tired of hearing that. Cut the ring off. The same 2 legs and feet that he has to run, you got those same 2 legs and feet to catch him. So I'm not trying to hear it running. It's a boxing ring, bro. It's not a track. You know what I'm saying? This ain't track and field, bro. Miss me with that. If dudes are as good as what y'all telling me they are, you don't use running as an excuse. You don't hear people saying that, bro. I mean, like you dudes be getting touched up talking about somebody ran from them. Like, I just don't understand it, bro. Asante, what's good with the family? How you feeling? You're stepping trap. I feel you go still again, man. What you saying, you giving a logical breakdown of how things can happen, right? But I just don't know if they will happen that way. But I can see it happening the way you're saying as well. But I think, man, the younger Benavidez are causing fits, man, right now. Canelo was done. Actually been done for years ago. I'm telling you. They might make Canelo Belinga next. Somebody keeps saying that too, bro. Somebody else was throwing that out there too. Canelo Benavidez not looking too good. I'm telling you. Because there's no way you can watch that fight and walk away from that fight feeling more confident that he beats David Benavidez. I mean, not for me. I definitely feel like Benavidez just beats him, yo. He's that lazy stuff. Oh, he very limited jab, yo. Very limited jab. It's almost non-existent. He throw it in spots, bro. He don't really set up everything behind the jab, and all he do is walk in and try to haul power shots. That's not gonna work, yo. That ain't gonna work. I don't be seeing him. I don't see him being super creative and crafty like he used to be. I'm not seeing that. I think he should have got rid of John Ryder. The fact that he didn't, yo, I'm telling you, Flossy Sports TV was good with my bro. So started playing, just moved the last fight, and he had to adjust. Canelo be right there all night. I'm telling you. Yo, I think it's a tough fight for him, bro. That's all I'm saying. It's a tough fight for him. I will say that. I'm not just counting Canelo out, y'all. Don't get me wrong. I understand. I respect the experience, the amount of fights and all that, but it's just, I see more decline. I promise you I did. I seen more decline last night. Just adjusting to the hand surgery, but got the tune about the way. Now go for Beaver or Ben. We gonna see. Maybe. And Billy is the number one contender. I know he don't want none of that. So Stardy's been on this. I just don't think it'll affect him as much because, you know, Canelo is not much of a fast starter either. And he's just not a very active guy. All he do is launch power shots. Like that's all I'm not impressed by that. Yo, that's preschool. I'm telling you, man. David Benavidez. I got David Benavidez beating Canelo, y'all. And I don't got him stopping him. I got him beating him on the cards, y'all. I really do. I got him beating him on the cards. Really do. David Morrell was smashing. I'm telling you, man, Canelo's just collecting checks. Absolutely, bro. All checks, man. Canelo's fading on the back end of fights. Mistake one. I'm telling you, 50K people in attendance to watch Canelo farewell fight. You get what I'm saying? Son of God, what's good with it, my bro? With 5-star boxing talk starts, man. Much love to my bro, man. How you feeling today, man? Canelo has hasn't right there for anyone yet. Upper body movement still some of the best. Yeah, he got it, but I still think it's a tough. Stylistically, I think it's a tough fight. I do see the levels in the areas where you say he can have success. I do agree with that. I can't see it, but again, right? Nothing has to play out one way, right? You get what I'm trying to say? So all you doing is creating a possibility of the way the fight could play out. That sounds very logical, you know what I mean? To me, you know what I mean? I think it's possible, but I just think the young man gonna give him some real trouble, man. I think he really getting old, man. In terms of boxing years, he's really old, man. Yeah, man. I was expecting him to put dude away, bro. And the chances, I'm telling you. And I can't wait for that too, man. Morrell's about to murder. Yes, Morrell's special, man. Fighting Billy, the fighter, you catch with a big shot, just keep coming. Power and volume all rounds. He do, man. He do. So again, I'm not here to slander Canelo. Y'all know that's not what I do, right? I'm just being brutally honest with you. He's still skilled. He's still a dangerous fighter. He's still crafty. He's still smart, right? He still has his talent and things like that. He's not stripped of skills. I just see a guy that's physically declining right in front of us. His activity level is an issue for me. I just don't feel like that will keep up with the pace of a Benavidez. I feel like it could be very problematic for him, and if he's just banking on landing counter shots, I don't know, man. I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? I see him getting out hustled in that fight. You know what I'm saying? I see like from a physical dimension standpoint, you look at it, Dimitri Bivol, and you look at David Benavidez, height wise and things like that, and then you see Benavidez got that length, and I don't know, he got that real strong piston like jab, and you got a Canelo that uses jabs in spots. And I think he would have to lean too heavily on his counter punching. And I just don't know if Benavidez is a guy that you can just sit back and just constantly wait for. Like, it sound good, sound like that's a game plan, a way to go, but think Benavidez will make that fight very difficult for that man right now. Man, I'm telling you, Beaver gonna beat him up, Ash. I think so. It's like both have ways of winning. Yeah, that's all it is. Ghost is no, and that's why I always say it's no one way. That's why I never tell people they wrong, especially when you speaking with logic, bro. That definitely could play out that way because he's crafty, smart, experienced. You know what I'm saying? I just think Benavidez will be coming for that man, and I think the difference in Benavidez and the way I'm looking at it, like I don't see him knocking him out now. That for sure now. Like I see John Ryder take the best of his best and didn't have a ton to offer back offensively. Now, he fought back in his areas, right? He had his little moments, but Benavidez is going to be more relentless. Benavidez is going to be in there to punch with intent to hurt him. He's not going to be in there with this pity pat soft, like some of them punches John Ryder was throwing, bro. We could take them, man. No BS, man. I was like, that ain't going to cut it. Why are you even throwing those type of punches at Canelo, bro? Like Benavidez is going to be coming in there trying to hurt that man because he understands the difference. And I believe that's how you got to fight Canelo. You got to go in there. Can't be no fan, bro. You got to go in there to hurt him, bro. You got to go in there to hurt him. Make him great. Fuck up Benavidez. I'm telling man, these fights, man, so it's some intriguing fights to be made, y'all. Seriously, bro. Seriously. I want to see Canelo fight anyone who's going to get hurt. He has time. He should lead on a high note as hard as the way it used to be, Zach B. You get what I'm saying, bro? Come on, man. So yesterday, both Davis beat him the way he looked. Yeah, he wasn't throwing punches. Come on, Edgar, man. You get what I'm saying? You not busy enough. That's not going to cut it. That bluffing and stuff, it worked last night because you had a guy that was in his own head and I think he was really laying it on him. He tough, but he started to fight back even more in the back half, but he needed a certain level of intensity throughout that fight that he just he didn't possess, that I feel like Benavidez will possess, and from an energy level, and he will really push the issue. I think he'll make that fight very difficult for Canelo. I seen Canelo slowing down the stretch again and again. You know that's when Benavidez come alive. It's like he get a second win. Once he noticed you tired, he come on even more, bro. Like I'm telling you, I see that just stylistically being difficult for Canelo. Yeah, he gonna have his moments because it's Canelo. He can fight his ass off, right? But man, hey, look, Dub, I'll say this, bro. If he don't want to fight the guys that he should fight, Dub, respectfully, and we know who those guys are, then yes. If you trying to milk the undisputed run and going to the European tour, and y'all see the thumbnail up here. I got this up here for a reason. There's no disrespect to him. He has a plan and he been executing it right in people's face, and people are not seeing it. They're not calling it out. Facts, yo. Edgar, he was nervous, yo. He was almost being a fan in there. I was like, this is not good, yo. You got to fight this dude. You can't come in there like you're unsure what you want to do in there with Canelo. You got to come in there to spin his top because he's going to come in there to hurt you, bro. You got to come in there to hurt him. And with your head high in the air, I'm telling you, man. This faceless box, Javon, what's good with it, fam? Appreciate you pulling up. Smash that like button for you said faceless boxing. Hey, yeah, man. Look, and I ain't even gonna slight him, but if this is the face of boxing that y'all telling me, he in trouble, man. Most efficient puncher in boxing, and that's a good point to lean on too, Flossie. That's a good point to lean on. It's a good point to lean on. Canelo's barely even using head movement. He usually use Canelo. One thing I can say, he's slick with his size, but this fight, no. That's what I'm saying, man. Second halves are better for Benavidez, right? And all he got to do is win a couple of them early rounds, which I think he can do. I truly do. I'm telling you. I believe he do it, man. He just relied on that high guard. Yeah, man. That high guard stink, man. I think Dub mentioned that. That high guard starting to be suspect. Ryder wasn't nervous. He just didn't want to embarrass Canelo. He's stupid. Salute to my bro E, man. Ryder knows his broken second round. Surprised he ain't quit on the stool. Yeah, salute to John Ryder. He's a hell of a warrior, man. Look, and this ain't no diss to Canelo. Y'all know I don't do diss pieces. I'm just here to really assess this. They call him the face of boxing. And look, that's not a face of boxing type performance. And it's just what it is. John Ryder is a run-of-the-mill fighter. He's considered a tough journeyman at this point. Let's call it what it is. He got 5 losses. He's been knocked out once, 4 of those losses was to opponents that Canelo beat. Nick Blackwell back in, I think it was 2015, knocked out John Ryder. I don't try to do triangle theories, but I think all of us in here will assume that even now Canelo Alvarez is on a higher level than Nick Blackwell. And I don't understand how he was able to get him out of there in 7, and Canelo had 12 to get him out of there and didn't do it. Now he put him down and put a beating on him, but Canelo knows is fat as hell in that fight too. So I just don't know. I just wasn't overly impressed, y'all. I'm sorry. Like, the fight lacked some steam or something, man. And he's very lazy, bro. And if you bite down a bit and don't fold, then he gonna just kind of coast, bro. He's not gonna really force the issue like that. He just not. He not to me. You know what I'm saying? Both was tired in the fight. Facts, Edgar. They was. He folk. Right. Kello, what's good with my bro? How you feeling today, bro? It's obvious he doesn't want that Beaver rematch, and the top guys at 168 will hurt him. And that's what he keeps saying to Kello. He said the same term, same everything. Same term, same everything. I'm like, yo, bro. All right, bro. All right. You just won't get it, man. Beat Canelo, but it wasn't in the card to do that. But I tell you this, he better leave Beaver alone for real, for real. Nah, all facts. He better. He better, bro. He better. David beats him. Bro, puts him in the hospital. Styles make fights. Schizo Paul, what's good with the family? How you feeling, bro? Canelo's on a sharp decline. And that's all we doing is put it in perspective, Skits, man. Like, we ain't trying to diss him, play him. I definitely ain't, y'all. I'm just calling it what it is. He has a ton of fights. That's a lot of mileage, bro. Ryder beat Callum. Some of those losses he had weren't really else. I feel you. I feel you, man. I feel you, man. I feel you, but you know what I'm saying, Ghost. I think he was supposed to be able to really put him away for real. Like, if he still look, I'll say this, right? Did the same with Plant. Ghost still landing 38%, 40+% of power. I'll say this, right? If he's still on the level that some of the people are telling me he is, right? Then I think personally he should have been able to put Ryder away. I don't think that's putting too much on him as the face of boxing, right? People are calling him the face of boxing. He's still the king. This and that. People don't want to accept the natural decline that's coming with the wear and tear of boxing. So I'm left to still critique him to the same standard that people are holding him to. If y'all are saying he is the face of the sport, I'm trying to tell you that's not the level that he once was at. He is slowing down, bro. He is slowing down. And do you know why he is slowing down? Because he got over 60 fights. He got about 17 years of being a pro boxer, taking punches to the head since he was a 15-year-old teenager. You dig what I'm saying? And he's human. It is okay. It is not a diss when somebody say they feel like Canelo is declining. That is somebody being sincere, unless you are just a hater, which y'all know I am not. I'm just calling it what it is, bro. It's he's slowing down, rightfully. And then look how many he got. Think about it. He's 32. He got over 60 fights, and we just now, like, I know it's been in the makings for a while, but you really now just getting to the point where we can say he's slowing down. That's not a slight. That's not a diss. I gotta say that. I gotta put that out there. I'm not a hater of Canelo Alvarez. I sat through there and cooked with y'all, pay-per-viewed and everything, right with y'all. Y'all think I cared about it, the zone pay-per-view yesterday? Know what I'm saying? I still did it to show people ain't nothing biased about me, and I wanted to see what the numbers was going to do. Sir and Bo, what's good with it, my bro? You get what I'm saying? So, like, people thought he was going to do for 12. Oh, Landon. Salute to my bro Fossey when he said that. And I mean, he wanted to lose all them titles. Yeah, he don't want to lose them titles. Nah, Spence got an interview. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all punch that like button for you, bro, man. That's why, yeah, facts. Edgar, he don't want to lose them titles, bro. But I think Beaver won it at 68. I think. And Jones was good with it. Push for that fight. Canelo, fool, right. Get his ass, man. Strike while the iron hot, man. Strike while the iron hot. Plan to hate me for this, but go and tell your boy to retire. Ain't nothing wrong with retiring, man. Have a seat and let the young dudes have it. You're a made man. Just chill. And again, I wanted to be fair as possible to him, right, bro? You know, I think my bro Dub asked in the chat earlier, like, is it time for him to retire? And listen, y'all, because I'm not a hater. I'm simply saying if he is unwilling to fight the top and quality opposition that is out there for him, being that he has a responsibility to deliver quality fights because he is a pay-per-view star and they're calling him the face of boxing. As well as him being an undisputed champion, he has a responsibility to deliver meaningful fights, bro. If he is unwilling to deliver meaningful fights, meanwhile fighting subpar, mediocre opposition and guys that he is expected to beat, then yes, he should retire, because that is not the mentality of a true champion. That would mean he's trying to milk his undisputed run, and he's milking the game, and he getting your money to do it, bro. That's all I'm saying. I'm no hater of this dude. I'm just calling this a solid, man. That's not a face of boxing performance last night. He's very lazy, bro. If he was still on the level that people are saying he don't, it's not too much to ask for him to knock out a guy that's already been knocked out by Nick Blackwell, who's a way lesser opponent than you are. Way lesser opponent than you are. And y'all bogus on the telecast for saying that he never been knocked out too. I knew I heard that. I knew I wasn't tripping. Yeah, y'all said he never. I knew I wasn't tripping. I did my homework. Yeah, he did get knocked out. Yeah, he did. He should have got smoked, bro. Should have got smoked, man. When Boston's GG, yeah, facts, bro. And you know what I'm saying? And it's not going to happen, bro. Facts. It's not going to happen. Stormy B, man, salute to the sensei. How you feeling, OG? Appreciate you stopping through. You know, to realize he's not the face of boxing here in America. He's not. He's not, Ash. And then that's okay, too. You see, they packed the show, they packed the venue out for him, right? Even though I heard they gave away thousands of tickets, respectfully. I did hear this. But that's not the face of boxing performance, bro. You know what I'm saying? That ain't. And we can't ask that you deliver a knockout and really or look more like go for it more. He's very complacent, bro. He don't go for it no more. He don't really go for it. He don't really step on the gas, mash the pedal, and go for it no more. He had wounded prey in front of him last night. And all he did, he really truthfully allowed the dude to get back into the fight to some degree. You know what I'm saying? Like dude told him you're the face of boxing in North America. Y'all smash that like button for you, bro. Every boxer has a time limit on them. Why is everyone mad? He did his thing. Now let him get on so the next generation can make their mark. And that's what I'm saying, Zach. People have a hard time accepting truth and reality. This man is human. I know people probably thought he was Superman, but he's very human, just like the rest of these fighters, bro. He's put on a lot. He's fought. You know how many people gonna retire without 60 fights? You know how many people gonna retire without even 50 fights? And this man got about 63. That's real. That's a lot of wear and tear. It's okay. But was not okay is every time somebody gives him any level of honest criticism, it got to be deemed as hate. Nah. Y'all, we can't even critique him and say with our eyes, and I got 4 of them. So I know what I seen. You can't tell me that's not a declining fighter. You can't tell me that. But y'all in my comment section, because Eddie Reynoso said all black fighters do is run and jab and fight dirty, and y'all cool with that. Y'all cool with that. Throw us in that bucket, and yeah, we shouldn't say nothing about that. But we can't even say Canelo was slowing down and be real with the people. That's where we at in boxing, for real. Yeah, oh, he got a point. Mayweather did run. He ran. Man, he boxed Canelo head off, man. Beat him up. He's beating that boy up in the pocket, making him miss, making him pay, embarrassing him. He ran. Go watch the fight again. I'm going to keep saying that until people stop saying it. To say Floyd Mayweather ran from Canelo Alvarez when they fought is very inaccurate. Irresponsible statement at this point. Assessment and all is a bad one. Show me the rounds where he ran from him, bro. He beat his ass and embarrassed him. I don't understand it. Show me the rounds where Shakur Stevenson ran from Oscar Valdez. He beat his ass too. So you talking about all he did was jab and run. I put different variations of the punches that Shakur was landing in the fight. According to him, all he said he did was jab and run. He hitting him with uppercuts, hooks. You get what I'm saying? Jabs, straight lefts, straight rights. Get what I'm saying? Body shots on both sides. But all he did was jab and run. Man, he beat your fighter face up, man. Learn to give credit where it's due. There's nothing wrong. Don't make you a lesser no man to give a fighter their just due, fam. It don't. It actually makes you a better trainer for recognizing that somebody was the better man than you that night. That's all that is. That's it. That's all. Every time this dude lose, it got to be an excuse. So all he did was run. And then what pisses me off the most, the same guy and the same fighter that criticized dudes from running from them. They get into the first Triple G fight, and all of a sudden they got their track shoes on, and nobody's saying nothing. Canelo was a track star in the first Triple G fight. All he did was move. All he did was move. All he did was move. Eddie Ray knows, so I wish I could punch him, man. I'm telling you, I wish I could. Y'all out here poisoning the boxing world with this rhetoric, bro. Then you got people in the comment sections egging it on and running with it. Ain't no running in the boxing ring. Learn to cut the ring off, bro. Learn to cut the ring off. Learn to cut the ring off. It's that simple. It's really that simple, bro. Running. Every time, I ain't never heard nobody that can cut the ring off well complain about somebody running. It's only these dudes that's lack the skill, inferior talent, bro. School your guy, man. Step your game up, bro. Running. I don't want to hear that no more in boxing. Running. JJ, what's good with it, family? How you feeling? Running. Go catch him then. So what's wrong with your legs? If he running, what's wrong with your legs and your feet? Why you can't catch him? Step your skill up, running. I don't want to hear that no more. That's garbage. Because I don't want to stand there and become concussed. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to stand there and receive brain damage, CTE, in 3-minute intervals. You know what I'm saying? I got to be a runner. So what about the fact that it's the sweet science ring generalship? It's hit and not get hit. It's cool to take less punishment, not more. I don't get it. I would respect anybody that goes in there and lay it all on the line, right? But I also respect the fighters that understand the sweet science to the point where they know the less punishment they take, the longer they last, and that makes you smart, not dumb. These dudes talking about the war. We want to see warriors, not runners. No, y'all want to see brain damage. Y'all want to see rock'em sock'em robots. What y'all want to see is y'all want to see somebody with superior talent limit themselves by standing in front of a guy that just so happened to hit harder than him so he can get himself knocked out. You think at any point in time, Floyd Mayweather would have stopped boxing how he was boxing when he had to and stood there and got himself knocked out? You think the headlines would have been reading that he a warrior? You really think the headlines would have been reading, but he's a warrior though? Man, they were like, I told you he ain't this. I told you he ain't that. He got his ass knocked out. So miss me with that warrior BS, man. Go take that shit somewhere else. You ain't psyching me out with that warrior. Ain't nobody standing there so they can get brain damage, bro. Tell your fighter to learn how to box. It's boxing, not brawling. It's boxing, not punching. You got legs for a reason. I ain't standing there to get punched out my shoes for you. So you could be entertained. So because you want your fighter to win, then you tell him to step his game up. It's that simple. These dudes would kill me with this running. All these dudes, everybody that's complaining about somebody running right now, man, go find another sport, bro. Go find another sport. Dudes out here getting their asses beat for the better part of 9, 10 rounds, and sometimes even 11 and 12, talking about all he did was run. Teofimo just pulled that, man, getting touched up in his last fight, but all he did was run. Dudes are delusional, man. Nobody is standing there in front of you so you could look good, bro. Nobody's doing that. Nobody doing that. And I respect any fighter that understands the sweet science enough. Hit and not get hit, bro. I don't care who booing. Ain't nothing cool about getting concussed in the ring, being knocked out on your feet, or sleep in front of the whole crowd. Ain't nothing cool about that. Warrior my ass. Think them fans gonna care about you after you get slapped? Yeah, right, man. Get that out of here, man. Man, facts, bro. I'm telling you, man, the hate be real, man. They got to just learn to give these young kings their credit, bro. Benavidez is real, man. Benavidez is on the come up. He's young and he could keep getting better, bro. He really could. He's 26 years old, I believe, right? He could keep getting better. Let's see how it go. I like him, man. But I like his chances against Canelo after what I just seen last night. You know what I mean? Frustrate your opponent is a skill. Making a fighter work for everything, not giving up real estate, taking away confidence, etc. is all part of great skill of a fighter. It's boxing. Facts, man. All facts. This is what I'm saying. We got to be educated better than this. Stop being salty because your fighter doesn't lack. He don't have the footwork or the intelligence, that the ring IQ to deal with a fighter that knows how to box and move, that knows how to display the sweet science, that knows how to present a moving target. I ain't standing in front of nobody to get concussed for nobody to cheer me on. I don't give a damn what you say. You could boo till you blue in the face, bro. I'm going to box, and keep boxing, bro. Ain't no way in hell you going to just convince me to stand still so I could get punched out my damn sneaks. Nah, bro. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. All this wine. Canelo Alvarez should have put this man away last night. And that's just what it is, man. If y'all don't expect more from this dude, then y'all can expect him to lose very soon if he ever get in there and fight somebody of note. Going on this damn tour, man. I'm tired of seeing this dude pick who he want to fight. And now it's getting to before, at least when you was getting in there, you was really beating these dudes down. It's like you beat him down, but it's like now you starting to look like you can't get dudes out of there. That dude took all your best punches. All your best punches. You arguably probably broke his nose. His nose probably broke since the second round or something. And he fought through all of that. You had a wounded animal in front of you. But because you don't get out of first and second gear, it was just a run-of-the-mill fight. It was just a typical fight. It's like a sparring match where guys a little overmatched. That's what it looked like after a while. Just overmatched. But he was after he knocked down, he started to deal with your power a lot better. And he had some decent rounds on the back end of that fight. Just wasn't impressed, man. Face of boxing my ass. I went live when I went live with Tank. When I went live for the Tank and Ryan Garcia fight, because I'm going to give Ryan his just due as well. Them two dudes made magic together in terms of numbers, so it is what it is. But when I went live for that fight, people showed up and showed out. Over 18K came through there. Jay Walsh, what's good with it, my bro? How you feeling? Over 18K. I do Canelo, and I stayed on about the same amount of time, around 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours, somewhere around that time. Canelo, probably about less than 800. You see the difference? About less than 800. Come on, man. That's not no coincidence, bro. Not that big a number gap. So maybe it was some validity or something to look at with them numbers being 1.8 at their weigh-in, and Tank and Ryan had 50K, over 50K watching them. It's all right to pass the torch, bro, but what's not cool is to not accept when you need to pass it. It's all right to pass the torch, man. It's all right, man. I know this fight. I don't give a damn how many people was there. You're not going to sit here and tell me that fight is going to do the type of numbers Tank and Ryan just did. Not going to tell me. People were not impressed with no John Ryder, bro, as an opponent. No disrespect to him. I'd rather remember my name and have memories to get praised for taking unnecessary damage, making me forget what day it is. Dig what I'm saying? Life after boxing, Fate. People are very short-sighted. That warrior mentality. Yeah, that's cool. It's cool to affect the quality of your life, and you can't live the same way. Get that mentality out of here. Everybody don't want CTE. Some people want life after boxing, y'all. They don't want to stand in the ring and get concussed. They don't want to rock 'em, sock 'em, robot themselves to death, bro. Everybody ain't trying to die in there. And let me guess, you don't want to die in there. That makes you less of a warrior, right? Nah, bro, that's not even a smart statement. So I hate when fighters say it, to be honest with you. Oh, I'm willing to die in there. Why are you even saying that? You don't got to be willing to die to win, man. That's fake, man. Get that out your mind. No, you don't got to be willing to die to win. No, you don't. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, Fate, shit, the live I did earlier that day. The live I did earlier that day did better numbers than that. Call the fights and get a few thousand. Canelo under 800. Cuzzo, you get what I'm saying? Tank 18 over 18K. Canelo probably hit about 800 now, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Tank is the guy, man. A 135-pounder garnering all that attention, man. He's definitely one of the faces. I have no problem saying there's more than one face. He's definitely one of the absolute faces of this sport. And he's representing in a big way, but that's a plus for the sport, man. But people hate so much they can't even see it that way. You know what I mean? Him doing those numbers shows that boxing is still alive, y'all. Him and Ryan doing those numbers show boxing is still alive. It's not just about Tank, so you ain't gotta take it so personal. Like, it's not just giving him credit; it's giving boxing its credit. It's giving you the credit, fools. We participated in that. I know I contributed to the 1.2 or 1.4, whichever one it was. I contributed to it. You get what I'm saying? Give boxing its credit. Give yourself some credit, man. Boxing is in a better place. You ain't got to take from the event, man. That Tank showed out, man. Tank and Ryan showed out, and the people showed out too, man. I'm telling you, so many more people watched the weigh-in. It was over 50K in there watching that weigh-in, as opposed to 1.8 for Canelo and Ryder. I don't think that's no coincidence, bro. Right. Facts, though, man. I'm telling you, punch drunk. Ain't nothing cool about not having your faculties at the end of your career. Ain't nothing cool about getting retired from the sport. You want to retire from the sport, not the sport retire you. You see what Andre Ward did? You see what Ward did? You see what Floyd did? You get what I'm saying? Bernard kind of stayed too long. He let the sport kind of retire him on the back end. But he had a mean run until then, though. But still in all, you want to retire from the sport, not the sport retiring you, man. Brains are already dismantled when it comes to the point of thinking like that. Anybody with sense and box not thinking like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, because if you skilled enough, like, why are you talking about dying? Why you gotta die in there, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? You better, you know what I mean? Sad saying, yeah, Bo, James, Tony. It's a few of them. I forgot somebody else's dude. It's hard to hear with those dudes. You could barely understand what they saying. See what Tim Bradley did, the Hall of Famer. He got up out of there. Really Bo can't say a single word without sounding drunk and sleepy. Right. It's on the decline. Facts, Javon. That's all, bro. With no hate, no slight, no disrespect to him. You know what I mean? It's natural decline, bro. As natural as it could be, bro. It's a natural decline. Never, man. Accolades not important enough to be known as the face of boxing. Excitement, entertainment, showmanship, and numbers, etc. Man, that's all I'm saying, man. And that 135-pound lightweight, he do all of that, yo. He doing all of that. And I keep saying it's different layers, right? It's so many layers that make you stand out. This dude is such a big draw at the point in boxing where he's had multiple UFC fighters talking about fighting him. He keep having guys as high as 147 talking about fighting him. You get what I'm saying? You got 140-pound fighters talking about fighting him. You get what I'm saying? Like, his name in everybody's mouth. And all he doing is doing his job and going about his business, bro. Tell me I'm lying. His name in everybody's mouth. Sean O'Malley talking about fighting him. Who else? Who was the other dude? Was it Henry Cejudo? One of them dudes talking about fighting him. Bob and Dom, salute, fan. Appreciate you pulling up. You know, past his prime now. It's crazy. Is he only 32? But those wars took a toll. You're right. Them 17 years of pro experience, man. Gerald McCullough. Yeah, facts. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. It'll make you sad, E. Definitely. Pieced up in there. Once the comp get harder, I'm telling you, you got up out of there. Face of boxing fans get that kind of title and we take it away. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, and it's just, listen, I just like giving credit where it's due. And again, I'm not here to down Canelo. I just feel like I seen what I was looking for last night. I don't know what about y'all. I seen a guy on the decline. I seen a guy that still can be dangerous in there to a certain degree. I see a guy that you can't just go in there and sleep on, obviously, right? I don't feel like he's no run-of-the-mill fighter. I don't feel like no anybody gonna get in there and beat him, right? But again, we talking about the top-tier guys and them young lions that it seemed like he's stalling or hesitating or taking his time getting to. The longer it take to make them fights, the less likely you're gonna see him because he's only getting older. And last night just showed you everybody that unless you in denial, you know that this is a guy that's slowing down. Yeah, he still got some skills and got his experience to lean on, still got his bit at pop and things like that. But he's not looking like that guy no more. That's all. That's not the guy no more. Respectfully. He's just, in my opinion, he's not the guy no more. He's just not. You feel me? Undercard boxing was good with it, my bro. Regis Duggan making bad money decisions. Man, we gonna get into him a little bit too, man. We're gonna talk about him too. The fight. Steve Spark couldn't get a decision. So how y'all feel about that, man? We going I don't know, man, because that Steve Spark fight, Steve Spark he brought it last night. Both guys brought it. But Steve Spark, one thing I noticed, like I said, Steve Spark is from Australia. And Gabriel Galas is from Mexico. So, and he got knocked down. So just think about that. Just make it at what you will. Yeah, them numbers, his numbers definitely not lying because they're consistent, Fate. Who was 36 years old and Canelo wasn't past his best? Absolutely, he wasn't. I just been cried his eyes out. Yeah, I remember that, I remember that. Telling you, man, that Warriors mentality is cool, but it's sad that people feel like the Warriors mentality got to consist of you being willing to take tons of punishment. That's stupid to me. That spells for a short career. Like, I don't see how that's that's a logical way of thinking when you trying to compete at the top level. You thinking about hitting and not getting hit, man. You thinking about dishing out punishment, not taking it. You get what I'm saying? And we just had a weird place in boxing, bro. We had a weird place, man. He's not paying for guilty about something other than hurting G-Man. Yeah, facts. He did. Edgar, definitely. The rest might start getting strict in there. Salute to my bro undercard, man. Appreciate you, bro. Roman say he was on something at the time. True, that's foul, man. No cap. Yeah, that's foul. Super foul if he was. Super foul. And you see how you changed somebody's life forever? You know what I'm saying? Tell you, man. This game right here, this boxing ain't nothing to play with, bro. Russian Wolfhound, salute fam. He said Mexicans like that style of fighting though. Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with it, bro. Listen, if to each his own, right? But my thing is, just the same way I don't discredit them for being the warriors that they claim that they fight like, and I don't feel like people should knock other fighters for using movement. They want to use aggression and come forward and throw a lot of punches. You got fighters that can do it all, so they're gonna mix it up. You get what I'm saying? And I think what I get from it is, it seems like instead of just flat out saying, yo, you better than me, or you do something that I can't do, they find a way to take from it or knock it. So because certain fighters or certain styles of fighters don't have great footwork, they knock the fighters that do have the great footwork, and they call it running. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, would they like it if we called their Mexican style dumb? You get what I'm saying? It's like, it's different strokes for different folks. You do what works best for you. So if what works best for you is coming forward, being physically imposing, throwing a lot of punches, wearing your guy down, getting them out of there, then do what works for you, right? But who are you to single out a whole group of fighters, specifically the blacks, as he called it, and say they just run and jab because they rather box smart and use ring IQ and great footwork and ring generalship and things like that to break their opponent down, rather than standing right in front of them or coming forward, seeing who can land the hardest shot. So you do what works best for you. Dignity Dame, salute fam. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling, man? Y'all smash that like button, sub to the channel if y'all haven't, man. Come rock out with your boy. Bam Bam is the new face of boxing. Man, you know the difference between footwork and running. Yeah, but to me, Lightning, I'm done with the again, because if simple, go to the Floyd Mayweather and Canelo fight. People are saying Floyd Mayweather ran from Canelo. That's false. Like, he beat the man up in the pocket. He used excellent ring footwork and ring generalship. Like, he used the ring intelligently. He didn't run from him. You get what I'm saying? That's definitely not running. You get what I'm saying? And I just hate the term, because it's like, if you can cut the ring off, you won't have to worry about a guy running. Ladies down in the sport, you have to pay more attention to it. When it's time to stop and go to the next journey in life, boxing is not meant to do forever. No, it is not a forever thing. It's supposed to be life after boxing, and people be making it seem like it's all or nothing, dying there. Yeah, facts, it is, Ash, and that's how he put it. The Morenos, said the Morenos, you know what I'm saying? All they do is run and jab, and they fight dirty. And throw a couple jabs to try to win the round. I'm like, when did you see Shakur Stevenson doing that against Oscar Valdez? Because he clearly was boxing his head off. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yo, I'm sick of the discrediting of these very talented fighters that we have in the sport, bro. They confirmed he fighting in December. Hopefully. Oh, AJ, he's not gonna try. Why, man? He's winning the video games, they don't move around. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you gotta move. Like it's not Rock'em Sock'em Robots. It's not CTE 101. It's not a race to get a concussion, to see who could go to sleep the fastest, bro. It's about hitting and not getting hit. You're supposed to be dishing out the punishment, not taking it. Ain't nothing cool about taking it. You know what I mean? But next for the face of boxing time. Gotta see it announced. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I read a quote directly from AJ that say he will it. He with it. I mean, with the Wilder fight. Yeah, I punched the like button, man. We gonna cook for a little while, man. We gonna cook for a little while longer, man. We gonna chop it up. We gonna chop it up. Again, man, I just think when it pertains to this face of boxing, and I think we just seen a fighter on a decline. I think we seen not the 100% complete end to an era, but you pretty much seen like the torch is being passed, whether he want to pass it or not, y'all. Respectfully, the torch is being passed, whether or not Canelo Alvarez wants to pass it or not. Straight like that. Straight like that. That's just how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? I seen a fighter on the decline last night. Seen a guy that still got the ability to do some things in there, but I'm just not overly impressed. He don't care about getting out of like first or second gear. He don't really push the issue. You get what I'm saying? It's annoying. It's annoying. You go to class with some of these coaching boxing etiquette, man. I love to, bro. I would though, cause I'm a student myself, so I'm always trying to learn the game. That's why I'm always trying to come from a place of logic rather than emotion. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Because I know I don't know it all. So at least you know what I mean? At least be logical when you speak. And people just be saying anything, man. People watches Canelo retire, say he won the fight. Pac-Man ATF. Tay, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? AJ fighting Wilder in December, and Wilder has another big fight in 2 months. Man, that's dope, man. Man, I'm you, man. Salute to Tay, man. Appreciate you, bro. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see it, man. Telling you, I can't wait to see it. Canelo on the screen. Yeah, them all the ones he beat up. That's the European tour, Ash, that I was showing y'all. Confirmation in the chat, right? Boxing as safe as it get without watering it down. The karate style punch point break system, which would suck. Right? AJ gonna be looking for everything. You can't stop it. Joshua about to be all juiced up for Wilder, and that still ain't gonna help. Still ain't gonna help. Man, I just don't see too many scenarios where he beat him. I really don't. Respectfully, I don't. You try to vote for so long until he starts getting gas and ends up letting his defense go. I'm telling you, I just don't see too many scenarios where he win. That hesitant approach, that being able to look at a guy and see that he's in his head and he overthinking, that's not gonna work for Wilder. I heard who was just saying something about Joshua asking his people like why Wilder's so confident in himself. Like it was crazy to hear that he really just didn't understand the confidence of Wilder, and I just found that to be funny. I can't wait to see him fight. I can't wait to see it. Watch Tank versus Canelo fight. Me too. No disrespect to him, because he giving you exactly what you asking for. Canelo used to give you what you was asking for. And respectfully, he did at once, and he did it he had a nice little run. Had a nice run. But reigns don't last forever. And you seeing the end of an era, believe it or not. And not in terms of retiring, but come on, man. Is he really gonna go after these dogs? Is he really gonna go after them? You know what I'm saying? Just don't know, bro. Just don't know. I just don't see. I don't know. I just don't know how I see it, man. Again, he begging for this Beevil fight, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But what I seen last night, is a guy that's on the decline that used to be the face of boxing. That he used to be to kind of hold that title. He was a lot more dangerous once upon a time. That's no longer the case. And people just some people gonna have a hard time accepting reality, man, that your man is old. Your man getting old in terms of boxing. He long in the tooth. And just don't look like that guy no more. When I watch him fight, I don't see that guy. And that's been several fights. You know what I'm saying? It's already, I told people, he already don't dominate these guys as it is. You know what I mean? And now the fights, just they missing something. They missing something. Because he was having that's because he was having a little meltdown. He was having a meltdown, Ash, and nobody stopped him. Usyk looked like, you good? Everybody know the face of boxing is retired. I'm telling you. Having a chance should be there. For emergencies, not for how many punches you're going to walk through to get your opponent. We saw Jared Hurd and Joe Joyce fail with those type of styles. Talk to him, man. Talk to him. Boxer's mind. Salute to my bro. Talk to him. And again, you know, that's cool for it to be like your ace in the hole or your backup. You know what I mean? That you got a hell of a chin and you could take some punishment. But if you running around putting that on display all the time, or your toughness shouldn't be on display all the time either, meaning like you constantly just taking punishments. I don't see how that's cool. You wear down after a while. That does not spell for a long career. I don't care who you are. Nobody can just keep constantly getting punched in the head, man, without breaking down. You will wear yourself down. Yeah, man, Regis went to Matchroom. Regis want the money. That's clear. Yeah. But you know what? I don't know, family. Y'all, let me know if y'all heard this. Why was I hearing this a chance that Matias could go to Matchroom too? Did anybody else hear that? That Matias could possibly be going to Matchroom too, or something like that? Or so is that just a rumor? Because I definitely heard it. You heard it too, right? So that's why I was saying, like, before I like deem him a sucker, I don't know. I don't want to do him like that. It's because he hunting Regis, not the other way around. But see, that's the crazy part too, Ash. That's the crazy part, man. You get what I'm saying? Talaria Films, what's good with it, my bro? How you feeling? Appreciate you pulling up. What's good with it? Yeah, I mean, and again, you know, I know they prize fighters, so they fight for money, and I get that. But my thing is, I just hope he made a decision that's going to allow him to give us the fights that we want. Don't care about Matias' fight. He admitted that. Yeah, he mentioned it. He did mention it yesterday on the telecast with the damn hair. He had the damn bad. Regis got on TV with bad hair last night. Bad hair and at least a 3 or 4X T. At the I ain't that you ain't low, Regis. I seen that T. It was on the bigger side of things. You know what I'm saying? But he mentioned it. He did mention his name, Ash, something about the Matias, but it just he's not mentioning it in a way where it seemed like he's excited. Yeah, I caught him with that about that 3X on. It was at least a 3X, and he had bad hair. I don't know if he just took his braids out and wet it. I don't know what he did and brushed it back. I don't know what Regis had going on last night. I don't know what Regis had. The Rougarou. The Rougarou was looking like he was about to transform into the Rougarou in the hair. Hair alone. I'm like, what Regis got going on, man? There's 4XT, this big ass microphone, and he got real life bad hair. Yeah, I was like, did he wet his shit? No, they just wet it, let it air dry, and it just stayed like that. Because I don't know what he had going on. Like, I ain't know it, you know. I know it's just a little jokes because I rock with Regis, man. I rock with him. But yeah, I did hear that it's a chance that Matias could go to Matchroom as well. So I think he would be hunting Regis, man. He looked like he want that fight more than Regis do right now, respectfully. And I'm just being honest. And some of these fighters ain't make the moves that you know that you expected them to make. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, I thought he must have went back there and wet his joint, something like that. Big money fight for Regis at 140 though. And he mentioned he really mentioned Tank again, but then he said, "Let me stop mentioning people. Let me mention somebody my size or something." It's like he caught himself as he mentioned Tank name again. He said Josh Taylor. Yeah, mentioned Matias. Like I just don't know, bro. I don't know. And he already got a fight lined up. He fighting a dude. What's his name? Liam Paro or something. Liam, one of them Liams. To say he won Tank. Yeah, he said it. Regis just said it last night. He mentioned Tank name. Like, I'm like, yo. I told people his name in everybody's mouth. Everybody saying they want to fight. It's crazy. Matias better. I think he should focus on Regis, man. I think he should focus on pressing for that Regis fight. Think he should focus on pressing for that Regis fight. I think Aaron Russell's going to have to Cobra at 130. I think they should, though, Ash. Remember I was talking about that on a live? I was saying I think he should do it. I think Gary Russell should do it. I do. I really do. I think he should I do think he should fight, go after Chris Colbert, because it's clear Chris Colbert, he ain't trying to stay at 35 at all. Like he got his little victory. He up out of there. So I feel like with Gary Russell, if he's still gonna box at all, I feel like he was talking about going to 130 as well. So I think that's something he should have been did, but better late than never, right? And he ain't washed up or nothing like that. I don't feel like Gary Russell is. It's just a matter of getting back in that ring. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him back in there. So that'd be a good fight though, Ash, because I remember I was talking about that on the live. He should come back and fight him. You know what I'm saying? So everybody want to fight Tank to get in there with him and then get Tank and can't handle it. I'm telling you, bro. Look at the DM. I got you, Brody. Anthony Joshua confirms he's fighting Deontay Wilder in December. Wilder says he will knock him out in under 2 rounds. Yo, he really might, yeah. He really might, yeah. He really might. Wet finger from the electric outlets. Right, didn't he? He had something real strange going on, Stormy. That's a real strange. He number 9 under the WBA. Hector Garcia is the champ. Right, and he studied trying to chase that fight too. So that, just so I say that again, man, this MMA Uncensored page posted, and yeah, this was a week ago, right? Anthony Joshua confirms he fighting Wilder. Yeah, I did see this and I seen a quote. So it seemed like we really could possibly get this fight, which would be crazy. Boo Andre on Canelo helmet again, huh? Deontay already called where he would drop a victim. Telling you, Derrick James is a miracle worker. AJ is done before the 4th. Yeah, Rozier, man. Good luck fighting Wilder, bro. Good luck with that. My bad, Gary not gonna be Hector better than Tank, so if that tastes out his mouth, yeah, he not. So Zeus will fight Fury in the same car in Dubai. That's what Eddie Hearn was talking about, bro. Eddie Hearn claims that that's what he pushing to do. Put all them on the same car in the same night. That's a lot of money, man. 2 rounds is not too crazy. It's really not, bro. I swear it's not. It's just the hesitation and the uncertainty I see on Joshua's face in the ring, and the fact that you could see that he's thinking in there too much. Like it just lets me know, man. It lets me know like that again. That's not the Wilder is the wrong guy to go in there with if you second guessing yourself, if you hesitant. You know what I mean? You don't want to really throw more than 2 punches. He don't really want to commit to more than 2 punches at a time. He seemed like he really worried about what's coming back at him. Those are all the things I get when I watch an Anthony Joshua fight. You know what I mean? He look unsure of himself. You know what I'm saying? He look unsure of himself. Only need Spencer Crawford. This will be the best year in recent boxing. I'm telling you, Roja, for real, man. Because they both equally done pissed me off at the fact that they don't allow. I think by them, the way that they've handled it equally, just respect to both of them, but the way they've handled the situation and not really got out in front of it to the point where people have been able to like drop countless amounts of fake news is very frustrating. It's very frustrating, man, bro. And I feel like if we being honest, a lot of that fake news they can shut down just by saying it ain't what it is. You know what I'm saying? They can get right in front of it and tell us right what it is. Derek James, great trainer. AJ, he ain't no magician. Good luck. Speedy recovery, right? Even the late man, your story couldn't save AJ from getting KO'd by Wilder. I'm telling you,
his best, but
this is his destiny.
He's still enough tonight.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I forgot who John Ryder sitting here looking like with this joint up in his nose like this. He looked wild, bro. He looked wild. This is a fight Wilder been calling for a few years. For years. Yeah, I want to see how this goes. I'm telling you, I think he sleeps him, bro. Mill City Boxing, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? This is John Ryder and his busted nose, man. I just want to
very good. I still think he's probably past his best, but he still had enough in his tank tonight. He couldn't get me out of there. His plan was to stop me. He didn't. I know I took a great shot in the 5th round, but come back swinging and probably had some good runs after that.
Yeah. He's sitting in there. The boy probably broke that man nose, man. What's good with it, Mill City? How you feeling, bro? Canelo nose was red after the fight, too. Yeah, his nose was beat red, too. Look how his nose was fat as hell, too. He was getting punched in it. They both was punching each other in the nose. Punching each other in the nose, left and right. Man, but again, you hear John Ryder said it himself. A big-ass chin, got a plan for him. Man, yeah, definitely, bro. But he even said it himself. He feel like Canelo is declining too. He said his plan was to get him out of there. He couldn't get him out of there. You know what I'm saying?
He was very good. I still think he's probably past his best, but he still had enough in his tank tonight. He couldn't get me out of there. His plan was to stop me. He didn't. I know I took a great shot in the 5th round, but come back swinging and probably had some good runs after that.
He said he's past his best, man. It's a phone booth fight loss. It's like a skill of conditioning. Yeah, I just think John Ryder just didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have it he didn't have it offensively. He didn't have what he needed offensively to give Canelo the kind of issues that he would need to give him to beat him. I mean, it definitely was a gap in skill level. The confidence was clearly different from both sides too. Canelo was clearly the more confident fighter. John Ryder seemed a bit hesitant. I don't want to really say gun shy because he was fighting, right? But he seemed like he was overthinking in there. And he was very uncomfortable when he was getting to the inside. Did y'all notice how he kept initiating those little clinches? He just seemed very uncomfortable, like unsure of himself at that range. So what he'll do, it's like he'll do the work of getting himself in close, but then he'll reach in, he'll throw a punch or two and then reach in and like kind of like halfway tie up as if like he almost was like bracing for what was coming back before it was even coming back. Like that's something I noticed, and it was really annoying to watch it. And I know y'all had to catch that. Did y'all notice how many times he initiated like little tie-ups when he worked his way in the inside. I'm like, what's the point of doing the work, getting it on the inside if you just gonna like tie him up? It's like he was hesitant and nervous about what was coming back. He didn't want to, you get what I'm saying? He didn't want to really engage. It's like he was halfway engaging. It's like he was playing double judge, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, you know what I mean? Jumping in, jumping out. He didn't know what he wanted to do, man. And it's like he was unwilling to commit fully to whatever his game plan was, John Ryder. He just gave Canelo a little too much respect at times too. So, I mean, I just didn't like what he had to offer. Morrell has it. Absolutely, he do. Drop twice, still says it. And one of them was a damn slip, wasn't it? And I really believe he is. You see what I'm saying? John has a good uppercut. Yeah, he was landing a couple of sneaky joints. And again, after getting dropped, he did have some decent rounds and stuff like that, and where he was landing some shots. I just didn't think he didn't have the intent behind his punches. Akello, if you seen it that way. I don't know if you caught it that way. I think he lacked the intent in there. Like, he didn't look like he was trying to hurt this guy, if that's fair to say. It just didn't look like it. It looked like he was being a little too hesitant to really go for it. Knows where John Ryder came from. Come over and say he said about Canelo after taking the 12 rounds. Yeah, it's time to face the boxer, pass the torch. I'm telling you, Ian, this is a situation where if you don't want to pass the torch, it's gonna pass for you. Like it's gonna get taken from you. Should I say? If you ain't trying to pass it willingly, it's gonna end up getting taken from you, bro. It's gonna end up getting taken from you. Just imagine being someone's ass and being told you're not that good no more. That's what I'm saying. Sitting there with the bloody ass towel, yo, it's funny though.
He's very good. I still think he's probably past his best, but he still had enough in his tank tonight. He couldn't get me out of there. His plan was to stop me. He didn't. I know I took a great shot in the 5th round, but come back swinging and probably had some good runs after that.
John Ryder, bro. John Ryder is a warrior, though. I ain't gonna lie. He took Canelo best shots. He got dropped. He got up. He fought back. He didn't fold. He took him the distance. I thought if Canelo was going to make a statement, he was going to have to knock him out. That's what I think was lacking. I don't think I walk away from this fight as a viewer and say Canelo made a statement against John Ryder. I just don't think he did. Respectfully, I don't think he made that much of a statement. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't. We're gonna see where he goes from here. I mean, he's still calling for Beevil. I just think that's BS. I think that's gonna backfire on him. Honestly, I do. But we're gonna see if he won it. I'm gonna watch it, right? But I hope if they truly do fight, it's at 68 and not 75. So belts could be on the line. Because other than that, Beevil would just be fighting Canelo because Canelo won to, right? What sense would that make? Because he already don't care about the money. So you might as well make it about the accolades and the belts. You might as well make it meaningful, right? So Beevil don't care about the money. So I think they should only fight if it's for the titles. Because why else would you give him a rematch and you beat him so convincingly the first time? That does nothing for you, because I'm pretty sure had he beat you and you wanted a rematch, he wouldn't give it to you. You get what I'm saying? So, nah, hell no. They said it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I survived, right? Surviving Canelo, bloody towel and everything. The bloody towel in the video made it look worse. He already looked wild with that them gauze all up in his nose or whatever is up in that tape all over. Oh, we look crazy. Bro, look crazy as it is. Know what I'm saying? Look crazy. But I would like to know what these numbers going to do. Again, like, I like to see the sport win, but I just don't think with fights like this, you put yourself in a position to have great numbers, right? So part of me is not expecting much from this fight. I don't care who was there in attendance. I'm talking about as an overall event, because, again, you just didn't go in there with a guy that anybody thought you were going to lose to. Like, I'm pretty convinced that the only people that probably thought that John Ryder was going to win last night had to be his people and only his people. Literally his people only. Literally nobody else thought Canelo was losing to this dude. Retire because he go up knowing he got mandatories in the weight class. They're going to strip him of the title, so better retire at best. Or fight Benavidez right, man. Because he's saying if Bivol don't happen. And then that's another thing, too. I'm going to throw that out there. Y'all, I don't know if y'all caught that when he was talking about the Bivol fight. But he was like, if the Bivol fight don't happen, then, something else. He ready for everybody. He ready to fight anybody. That lets me know that it is a possibility that something could get in the way where that fight won't happen either. Watch. Because there's no way that you fought. The way you fought last night makes you confident that you're going to beat Bivol. That performance would have got beat up by Bivol too. He would have beat you. You get what I'm trying to say? That same exact game plan that he just used last night is very similar to what got him beat up by Bivol. He just had a different guy in there, so it was able to work. You get what I'm saying? That same performance right there would get him beat up by Dimitri Bivol. Again, probably a little worse. Only thing he probably could avoid from doing is getting stopped because he got a hell of a chin. But I say he fight Bivol again, he's going to take an ass whooping. Yeah, I think he's going to take a heavy ass whooping. Fight Bivol again, it's going to be a heavy ass whooping for him, man. But, man, the Steve Spark fight, I'll touch on that real quick too, man. Before we get up out of here, I wasn't going to be too long on this. Y'all know these post fights, I don't run up 2-3 hours. I don't do it too long. Just wanted to touch up, let y'all know what I seen last night. If y'all seen anything different, let me know. I think Steve Spark brought a good fight. I think he's a good talent. I think he's a credible fighter for sure. I think both of those dudes brought it. I think from what I seen, I felt like Steve Spark was supposed to win that fight, even with the knockdown. You know what I'm saying? I think he did better, started doing better, even better, a little better in spots after being knocked down. You get what I'm saying? I think he was really bringing that smoke. And Gabriel Galaz was taking everything he was throwing and then some. That was a hell of a fight. It was one of the best fights on the card, but Steve Spark definitely ain't getting no decision in Mexico. He's from Australia. Gabriel's from Mexico. That's a no-brainer right there. And it's just what it was. You know what I'm saying? Julio Cesar Martinez. I'm not impressed with him as a fighter as much. I just think he's a little one-dimensional to me. He's just strong and tough. And I think that's what bailed him out in this fight. I think it looked like he was losing this fight. I'm not sure what the scorecards was at the time of the stoppage, but he did get an 11th round stoppage. And I mean, a needed stoppage in my opinion. He looked like he was getting outboxed, but I think they did have him up on the scorecards. But the fight was still too close for comfort. And he was able to retain his WBC flyweight title, but with an 11th round stoppage. But I think as he steps it up in competition, I don't think he's gonna have that belt too long. He's way too defensively irresponsible. He keep his hands down too much. He's too wild and wide with his punches. And if he's in there with a guy that he can't really hurt and affect with his volume and his aggression, he's gonna be in trouble because he makes very few in-fight adjustments. And you've seen that in the Chocolatito fight when he fought Chocolatito a couple fights back. He got completely destroyed. It was like one-way traffic. He lost, I think, every round, and I don't think he made any adjustments watching that fight. So that's just not a guy that Julio Cesar Martinez, not a guy that I'm overly impressed with. I respect him. He's tough. He's strong. You know, he got a ton of heart. He come to fight every fight, right? But I'm just not impressed with the skill set. Like he's just a brawler to me. And he's a small guy, so I don't think he hits as hard as he fights like in a way. But he does got some pop for sure now. But I just think when he stepped it up, that last night was supposed to be a showcase fight, they were saying, and it was a close showcase fight. So I think if he going tooth and nail and back and forth with a guy that's supposed to be a showcase fight, I think it's safe to say when he step it up in competition and fight guys more equal to the skill level or possibly better, he's gonna lose. That's what I think. You know what I mean? Galaz had bad body language from the parts I saw. Hands low, output low. Yeah, I thought Sparks pulled it off, Javon. I just don't know how they didn't give it to him. But I mean, I do know how they didn't give it to him, should I say. He just wasn't from Mexico. And I'm sorry to call that, but I think that's what that was. I think that was home cooking for Galaz. I really do think it was some home cooking for him. know what I'm saying? But Steve Spark will be back, man. He was throwing some heat in there, and I definitely want to see him back. I wish they should rematch. That should be a rematch. That fight like that, that's rematch worthy for sure. That's rematch worthy for sure. I definitely want to see that. I definitely want to see that again. Right, man. It was crazy, man. Steve Spark just didn't get the decision. He was throwing some heat too. He was catching dude, man. That was a good fight. I actually want to watch that fight again. To see what I think. I hope they got it up because I'm gonna try to watch that again. I'm gonna watch it again. I think I could watch it again a certain amount of time before you can't watch it. Let me see. I'm gonna try to watch that again for sure. That was a good fight. But you know, as it stands, man, if he's the face of boxing, he's gonna have to do a lot more work. Them young lions and them dogs at 68, the Benavidez's and Morrell's and even Boo Boo Andres of the world, those are all tough fights for this dude. And we're gonna see where he goes next. He calling for Bivol again at 75. Let's see if he get Bivol, as he called it. Let's see if he get Bivol again at 75. But until then, I just need to see more. And I don't think we're going to see more because I think his better days are behind him. I think just like John Ryder said, he's past his prime. I think he's past his best days. He passed it. You know what I'm saying? So he's still dangerous. You can't sleep on him. No run-of-the-mill fighters ain't going to go in there and run up on him and beat his ass. But it's clear with the opponent selection that it seems to me that he's staying away from a certain style of fighter because he's not comfortable, and I don't think he want to risk, you know what I mean, his reputation losing to certain guys. Now I hope I'm wrong, but time will reveal all things. But we gonna see. And what's good with it? I felt like he performed last night, even though he won the fight against John Ryder. Canelo avoid both David Benavidez, right? Right, I wouldn't be surprised, bro. And if he did, salute to you, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. But yeah, man. So Tank numbers was way crazier, man. And I'm pretty sure not just in terms of YouTube. I think the real life numbers, gonna be even crazier for Tank and Ron than it would be for John Ryder and Canelo, of course. So Tank looking more and more like the face. The more and more people deny it and put up resistance, the more situations arise and you know, make a case for this dude being the face. And if he ain't the absolute face, then he's definitely one of the big parts of boxing right now. He's doing it in a big way. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see what's next for Canelo, man. We're gonna see what's next. Like I said, he calling for Bivol. I don't care for that, but I feel like it should be at 68. But we're gonna see what they make happen, man. We're gonna see. But overall, the card was decent. I ain't got nothing to crap on about it. That fight was lackluster to me. It was missing something. Canelo's approach is a bit lazy, like I said, and it's like lackadaisical. Like he don't really care to like rev it up and really go for it no more. He just kind of go through the motions, pick his shots, throw a bunch of power shots, very limited jab. You know what I mean? He knew what kind of guy he was in there with, and he knew what John Ryder's limitations was. So the fight played out how I expected it to, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? I just thought he should have got a knockout, but he didn't. In order for me to say this in face boxing, it needs to be a consistent pay-per-view, 600,000. Yeah, that's just like a random number, though, bro. That's like a random number. The thing is, for me, he breaking gates and things like that and keep selling out at different venues. Every time he show up, it's like a sellout situation. So, and there's different layers. And again, I don't really care about the argument as much. It's just a good conversation. So I ain't mad. No matter how you call it. Get this smoke. What's good with it, fam? How you feeling, bro? So come at the top. Feels like he has no challenges. Yeah, and the thing is, he do got challenges. He's just moving like he don't. You know what I'm saying? Which I think ultimately is going to be a downfall for him. Like this is a young man's game, and as it stands, you're a little longer in the tooth. You got over 60 fights, slowing down. Only time gonna tell, man. You know, it's looking like he's spent force in the ring, but clearly the biggest star in the sport, and that's the thing. He can milk it for a little while longer, get the smoke, but we on his ass, man. I just don't want to see him milk it. I want to see him continue to challenge himself if he wants that that title of being the face and this King Nello and all that stuff. So I just want him to, you know what I mean, challenge himself accordingly. I ain't rooting against him or rooting for him to lose. None of that. I just want to see him challenge himself accordingly, man. Fight the right guys, man. You know what I mean? So we gonna see, man. I know this nigga just consider Ellen, he's past it. Yeah. I think both David fights it'd be tough style matchups for him. As of right now, I'm not saying neither one of them beat him. I just think they'd be both tough fights. But man, salute to everybody in the building. Y'all make sure y'all punch that like button for you, bro. On the way out, man, I just wanted to come here and give my thoughts on this post fight. I ain't want to be here too long on this. Like I said, y'all know the grind don't stop. We're here 7 days a week, man. We right back at it tomorrow at our regular time, 4 o'clock, man. So y'all make sure y'all tune in to your boy as we get back to it. I don't know, maybe we'll pick up this discussion as well. Who knows, man? Who knows? I just wanted to get my thoughts on this card, man. And again, Canelo came back. I think the fight was lacking something. I just don't think he goes for it no more. I think he a bit complacent now in his approach, and it's more evident now than ever. And they're calling him the face of boxing. He can have it if he want. You know, for the people that want to call him that, I just think we see a fighter on the decline. You know what I'm saying? And rightfully so. Yeah, he's had a hell of a run if you're just being honest. He had a nice run. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see what's next, man. But salute to my bros, Edgar Chavez, man, Jersey. Get the smoke, and the rest of the gang, man. Everybody else in the building, my boy E, Fate, everybody, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up. And we gonna get up out of here. It's 2 fights happening. So if it is, shit, we'll see. We'll see. Let's see if he go anywhere near those guys. Salute to my cousin. Peace and appreciate all y'all as always, man. We right back at it tomorrow, man. 4 o'clock. Y'all meet me there, beat me there, you know? Don't meet me there, beat me there. Ain't that how they said, man? But much love to everybody. Appreciate y'all. Smash the like button for me on the way out. We gonna keep building. Canelo, face Mexican boxing until he fight David. Right. You know what I'm saying? And they put up resistance to that. You know what I'm saying? Cause it was crazy. It's crazy. So, I mean, salute to everybody. Much love and appreciation to the gang, to the fam. We build and we gonna keep growing. We just gave boxing its just due, and we'll be back at it tomorrow, man. Much love and appreciation to everybody, man. We up out of here.